What was it like working for a chairman such as, I think his name's Pete, isn't it?
Pete Winkleman.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I thought that was the name. I didn't want to say it in case it was wrong. But
No.
obviously, he's got a bit of a reputation in the press, especially as an eccentric chap. Is he as eccentric as he?
Couldn't be any more spot on.
Oh, really? Okay.
So
what was that like working for a guy like that, really, who was obviously very prevalent in the media?
Yeah.
Was it interesting? Because obviously you came from Ipswich, where the ownership was a bit different.
Yeah. I mean, Evans took over in my last year.
Before
maybe.
that, you had the FA mogul, as it were, David
Sheepshanks.
statesman.
I loved him.
Yeah.
I actually and he was great because he would always communicate with the younger players as well, and to sort of look up at someone like him, and for such a young player to sort of communicate with an owner, a chairman, and stuff like that and that's when we had to show respect towards our elders and stuff. So Mr. Chairman we always called him Mr. Chairman. There was nothing else. So as my career's gone on, I'd always call my chairman Mr. Chairman, and it was quite funny because other players would be like, "What are you calling him Mr. Chairman for?" I was like, "It's just a respect thing. I have to call him Mr. Chairman if he's the chairman."
So was that a thing ruled in at Ipswich, or was that a wider footballing thing that was?
I don't know actually. I think I only know from what my own experience. So Mr. Chairman was what I was brought up calling the chairman.
And you saw him regularly then?
Yeah, quite a lot really. Yeah, and I never saw Mr. Evans. He's
a bit elusive,
a bit more. Nobody has. Yeah, as far as I'm aware.
Well, it's interesting hearing a player say that because obviously, do you feel that helped your development and helped you settle into a big club, seeing people like the chairman every day?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, because it wasn't just that; it was breeded throughout the whole club. And I don't know whether you've sort of come across this kind of conversation before, but when I was 13, 14. And we would train on a Saturday, and sometimes the first team wouldn't have a game on a Saturday, but they would come in for training or for a cool down or something like that. So what they would do is they'd not make them, because I think it was just the whole family club feel of Ipswich Town Football Club. And I remember sitting next to Marcus Stewart, and I mean, I just couldn't believe my luck, because he'd come in and they would actually, we'd all be in just having our beans on toast with our parents and that. Then the first team would walk in and it'd just be like, wow. But they wouldn't just walk past, they'd come and sit next to you, and you'd have people just dotted around the room, sitting next to all the young players, the young blood coming through. And if that was an inspiration in itself, then it was incredible. So